In a quiet little town, there stood an old, creaky antique shop. Its dusty shelves were lined with forgotten treasures, each carrying stories of their own. Amongst the cluttered relics, there sat a doll, a forgotten doll with a tale so dark it sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to cross its path. One gloomy afternoon, a curious young girl named Emily wandered into the antique shop. Her wide eyes sparkled with excitement as she explored the dimly lit corners, eager to uncover hidden gems. As she ventured deeper into the shop, something caught her attention. A doll sitting atop a rickety wooden shelf. The doll had porcelain skin, once delicate and fair, but now marred with cracks and grime. Its once vibrant blue eyes had faded, replaced by an eerie, haunting emptiness. Emily couldn't resist the allure of the forgotten doll. It seemed to call out to her, begging for attention amidst the forgotten relics. With trembling hands, Emily reached for the doll and cradled it gently. She felt an unexplainable connection, a tug from within her soul. Little did she know that the doll possessed a sinister presence, a darkness that lay dormant until that very moment. That night, as Emily lay in her bed, she placed the doll beside her, oblivious to the chilling aura that emanated from its lifeless form. The room grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped the air. Slowly, the doll's eyes began to flicker, a faint glow emitting from within. Emily stirred in her sleep, feeling a sense of unease. She opened her eyes, her heart pounding, and gasped in horror. The doll, once neglected and forgotten, had transformed. Its porcelain features had shifted into a wicked grin, its eyes now burning with malevolence. The forgotten doll stood at the foot of Emily's bed, its once fragile limbs now moving with an unnatural grace. It started to inch closer, its eerie footsteps echoing through the room. Panic gripped Emily as she tried to scream, but no sound escaped her lips. The doll's presence stifled her voice. The doll reached out with its tiny, claw-like fingers, its touch icy cold against Emily's skin. It whispered in a voice that sent shivers down her spine, promises of eternal companionship in exchange for her soul. Emily, consumed by fear, fought to break free from the doll's grasp. As the night wore on, the forgotten doll revealed its true nature. It reveled in the terror it instilled, feeding on Emily's fear and growing stronger with each passing moment. The once vibrant girl was fading, her spirit slowly being drained away by the sinister doll. But just as all seemed lost, a glimmer of hope emerged. Emily's grandmother, awakened by the disturbing energy that emanated from her granddaughter's room, rushed to her aid. Armed with ancient knowledge and a mother's love, she confronted the doll, a battle of light against darkness. With a resounding incantation, Emily's grandmother cast a powerful spell, binding the forgotten doll's malevolence once more. The doll's wicked grin faded, and its glowing eyes dulled into emptiness once again. It returned to its neglected state, forever confined to the dusty shelves of the antique shop. Emily, shaken but relieved, learned a valuable lesson that night. A lesson about the unseen dangers that can lurk beneath the surface, disguised as forgotten relics. The forgotten doll became a reminder of the darkness that could consume the unwary, forever etching itself into her memories. Emily, shaken but relieved, learned a valuable lesson that night. A lesson about the unseen dangers that can lurk beneath the surface, disguised as forgotten relics. The forgotten doll became a reminder of the darkness that could consume the unwary, forever etching itself into her memories. And so, the tale of the forgotten doll spread throughout the town, a cautionary story whispered to curious children who entered the antique shop. But the true horror remained locked away, hidden within the confines of the doll's porcelain form, awaiting another unsuspecting victim to stumble upon its sinister presence.